Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Thursday, one of my favorite days of the week. It's time for another Thursday night throwdown. Last week, we started our Bottled and Bond tournament with randomly selected 12 bottles of Bottled and Bond from the library. New Riff and E.H. Taylor went head to head last week. You can go check that out on YouTube. And E.H. Taylor did win. Tonight, round number 2, we have Heaven Hill. I'm going to do this, Heaven Hill, because that's the way I've got them, and Angel's Envy. The Heaven Hill, this is glass 1, glass 2. The Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond is a 7-year-old Bottled and Bond. This used to be fairly exclusive. You couldn't find it. You had to go looking, and then all of a sudden it became available, and now it's kind of on the shelves everywhere. You can get it at Costco and for pretty cheap, and it's really nice to have this available. It's fantastic whiskey. The Angel's Envy Bottled and Bond just recently came out. So this is a new offering from Angel's Envy, new Bottled and Bond, and something to add to their lineup. So we're going to see how the two compare and which one is going to come out on top. Now, Bottled and Bond, as we already know, has to meet certain requirements. Obviously, for these Bottled and Bond bourbons, they meet all the bourbon requirements. Then for Bottled and Bond, they have to be done by one distillery and one distilling season. They have to be aged in a government bonded warehouse for a minimum of 4 years. And then they are always bottled at exactly 100 proof. Right? All right. Let's get into this. Clean, sweet, hint of citrus. Maybe some slight oak on the nose on that guy. Not as strong of a nose, a little dusty. Also maybe some hints of some citrus. Not quite as sweet on the nose. Okay, let's go into this guy. Everything you would expect, right? There's some sweet notes. There's some balance. You get the caramel butterscotch note. Slight citrus on the backside. No burn, 100 proof, shouldn't be for any of these Bottled and Bonds, really, honestly. Nice mouthfeel. Nice legs. Fantastic offering right there, right? Okay, let's go to number 2. More woody, more oaky, a little less sweet. Doesn't have those vanilla butterscotch kind of that pop like this one does. Definitely seems more wood-centric, which is, I don't know the age on the Angel's Envy. We know this is 7 years. And I don't know which is which. So I don't know... I guess I'm assuming. I don't know why. Probably because it was sitting here, because I really don't know. I don't know what the age is, but this one seems far more woody. If this is younger, we would think the other way around. I don't know. At the same time, it doesn't taste quite as mature, if that makes any sense. Let's go back. Let's do it again. We're going to go reverse order. It's a little thin on the palate. There's just this hint on the finish, on the back end of the palate, right before the finish, actually, of almost like an astringency. I don't know exactly what it is. It's not off-putting, but it's something there. Does have nice legs. Beautiful viscosity there. All right, go back to this guy. And that one is just well-rounded, delicious. Everything about that one screams fantastic, just sippable bourbon. In my head, I'm pretty sure that they are actually where they are. I think this is the Heaven Hill. This is the Angel's Envy. I could be wrong, but I think this is clearly my winner tonight. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's just not as good as this one. In my opinion, for my palate, for this moment, this drinks so much easier, so much better, just has so much more of those rounded, what we want, most of us, in a bourbon. Nothing wrong with this. It's good. But I think this is, I don't think, this is the one that wins tonight. I think it's the Heaven Hill. Let's see. What do we got? It is the Heaven Hill. Okay. And I had that right when I talked about age. And I don't know, I honestly, again, I'm not using a black glass. I get it. My blind isn't officially blind. But I try to look at the camera when I'm doing things to try to make it as clean as possible. Again, I'm not trying to impress anybody. We're just doing this to have fun. But this one does taste, again, oakier and woodier. I don't know the age on it. But this one just is more well-rounded. Again, I think value, bang for buck. Also, just one of the best bottles that you can possibly have. I can find this for $35 to $40. That is a absolute banger for that price point on a 7-year bottled in bond. It's absolutely delicious. It wins, and it will move on to the next round, and we will continue next Thursday as we continue the bottled in bond tournament, and we will go from there. Hope you guys have a great one. Cheers.